Welcome to a Narrative Crusades 2000-point battle report. Today we will see the Dark Angels versus Demons in this narrative showdown between the defiant Dark Angels and the furious Demons. Let's start by taking a look at the two armies. Dan's Demon army has a strong Khorne theme. He has Bloodthirster as his warlord, with no enhancements. A Skullmaster, leading 6 Blood Crushers. Dan will name these incorrectly for the whole game. There is also a Skull Taker and 2 units of 10 Bloodletters. Karnak is also present, leading 10 Fleshhounds, and finally, 1 last unit of 5 Fleshhounds. On the Nurgle front, there is a great Unclean One with Endless Gift. This improves his Feel No Pain to 4+ if the bearer is in the Shadows of Chaos. There are also 2 units of 10 Plague Bearers, and finally 1 unit of 3 Nurglings. This army is all about the charge, having practically 0 firepower. This is the first time the army will be used on the channel. Let's see if this newly painted army suffers from a new paint curse, or if it can hold its own. The Dark Angels army consists of 6 Blade Guard with a Chaplain. This unit will wound on 2s in combat. A Bike Captain leading 6 Outriders with ATV, 5 Deathwing Knights, 5 Deathwing Terminators, a Gladiator Valiant, a Redemptor Dreadnought, 3 Eliminators with Las Fusils, 2 squads of 5 Infiltrators, a mixed army with a good amount of both close combat and shooting. This is a narrative mission using the Crucible of Battle deployment. The primary mission is to hold the line. The defender must end the game controlling their home objective. If they do so, they are victorious. If the attacker controls the objective, then the attacker wins. The mission rule is that the defender is heavily dug in. If a unit remains stationary, it receives the benefits of cover. It also receives +1 to hit. At the start of the attacker's command phase, they may roll 1d6 for each objective they hold in no man's land. On a 2+, they may add a destroyed battle line unit to their army. It may be deployed as if from reserves, but never in the enemy deployment zone. Characters in the unit are not redeployed. The Emperor's Angels have come. With Bolter and Blade, they will defend Israelia from the horrors of the galaxy. But the sky unexpectedly grows unnaturally dark, a sign of impending doom. The swarm is still some weeks away, but another threat looms closer. The Dark Angels take up their positions, knowing well that in this time of a sundered galaxy, demons can manifest at any moment. A great rent appears in the heavens, a wound in reality that bleeds madness and terror. The Dark Angels must hold this position, for surely the warp surge will be short-lived. But the warp spawn and their kind can cause incalculable damage if they are not repulsed. Grim-faced, the Dark Angels stand resolute. They know no fear, only duty and loyalty. They are the sons of the Lion, and they will not fail. Today's mission is brought to you by Narrative Crusades. It is one mission found in the current Grand Narrative. Anyone can join, with any army of any size. The link to the missions with the narrative is in the comments. A big thank you to our Patreon members. We will once again have 3 combat patrols or the equivalent to give away this month. Enjoy the mission. And to all those who watch and don't like or subscribe, the Emperor knows.
And welcome back to Narrative Crusades. We have the Dark Angels in this full narrative game defending against the forces of Chaos. If Dan holds any of these central objectives, on the roll of a 2+, any battle line units he's lost can be returned to him. So it gives me an incentive to come out rather than just sitting on my home objective. Now the objective of this narrative mission is for Dan to take this objective. If he does, I lose the game, if he holds it at the end of the game. So with that in mind, I think we've just got the roll off for the first turn, haven't we?
Yeah, we do.
So. Oh, great. 4.
Oh,
5. So it's going to be the Dark Angels in turn 1.
Luke, talk us through your movement phase.
Right, it's been very, very straightforward and simple. The bikes have advanced up their full 6 to get a nice position and maintain coherency, ready to absolutely dack some fire into them naughty little bloodletters. Found out we're actually rapid fire and not assault. Sorry, we're not rapid fire. We're actually just two
Twin
shots. So, and twin links. I didn't need to get there that close, but we're there now. So what happens happens. Obviously, everything else, we're going for this aggressive defence, and we've got a couple of shots with the Las Fusils and the Gladiator Valiant lined up on the Great Unclean one. I don't expect much of it. That in mind, we're going to just roll straight into the shooting phase.
What did you oath at the moment?
Over the moment, the bloodletters, I'm going to get the full reroll to hit, 'cause we don't actually have that many shots from this blob. And I advanced, I don't really want them charging me. But that in mind, that's what we're doing. So this unit over here,
Sorry, which unit?
the massive outrider unit.
Yep.
So the captain and Mike there, he's using his rights of battle to give the unit the stratagem Unforgiven Fury. So the whole unit now has lethal hits when they shoot. So with that in mind, we are opening up on the bloodletters. So we're going to need freeze to hit them. I'm re-rolling everything at the moment. Pause to wound. So here we'd re-roll everything anyway because we have twin linked. Sorry, 9 so far. I'll put that to the side and do the onslaught now. Freeze. Re-rolling. Freeze. Ooh, this was a bit spicy. Done.
That's okay. I'm getting back.
So it's going to be another 4 saves on top, and then 3 mortals.
Right, here's 10. 1 bounced out. It's a good roll so far. 3. 6 dead so far, 5 left. 7, 8 died, 2 are left.
And then 3 mortal wounds.
Oh, they're all dead. Good. Oh. Well, I always call it bloodletters. The bloodletters are dead, but they'll be back when I get an objective.
I mean, the lethal hits didn't really come in, but when it's rights of battle, you guess it's free, isn't it? So why wouldn't you?
Well, you can only use it once per battle round. So you can't use another stratagem in my turn, for example.
No, I can't. But yeah, well,
I don't think you can have anything that you're going to be worth doing anyway.
well worth doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're going to move on to the Redemptor taking out the little guys over there.
Yeah, let's move on to that. There we
They're really quite that weak, are they? So opening up with the Eliminators, we do hit on freeze, but we have stood still, and we have a heavy weapon, so 2s. It's into the Great Unclean one. Of course we miss once. Do they have anything really good? No. It's strength 9, so I think it's still 5s to wound you, isn't it?
Yes.
Or not so hot. We gain devastating wounds in this weapon, which doesn't come in, so we've got absolutely nothing there. Moving on to the Valiant. The multi-melters are out of range, so we're just going to open up with the Twin Las Talon, which is 2 shots, hitting on 2s. This is a massive strength 10, but I believe you are toughness 11.
12.
12. So we're looking at 5s, but it is twin linked. It's going to help massively here. Yes, it is. There we go.
Oh, a wound.
Oh,
Yes.
I can't believe I thought this up.
No.
It was a 1.
The Dark Angels, not content to cower in their defences, have advanced in perfect order. The guns of the Raven Wing and the Redemptor have rained death on the demons. But in their fury, they may have ventured too closely to the hellish enemy lines. Will the demons be able to take advantage of this?
Dan, take us through your movement. What's going on?
I've had to be aggressive because Luke's been aggressive, and apparently I don't win if I don't take your home objective. Playbearers have taken this objective so I can get some units back next turn. Hopefully. Demonettes. Oh, Bloodletters. Corn's going to kill me. Bloodletters have advanced.
That's his goal, mate.
Hopefully I can survive another round of shooting, although I suspect they're not long for the world. I've hidden my Bloodthirster so he's in a good charging position next turn. He's going to cause some problems. And I've moved within range for 3 potential charges on the Outriders over here. We are going to start with the Plague Bearers. I believe I need a 6 on the old dice. Let's see what happens. We have an 11. Oh, I wish I had started with a Grey Unclean one.
They're in.
Right, the Unclean one needs an 8. No! Double 1s with CP in that.
Ooh.
We're down to 1 CP. 9! Definitely in.
So just before Dan does anything, I have spent a CP to do Armour of Contempt on the unit. which means the unit of Outriders and all their mates will now reduce AP by 1 on the incoming attacks.
Yep.
So fire away, what have you got for us then?
So my Great and Clean one used Nurgle's Rot, which meant that the toughness of the Outriders goes down to 5, which is
Down to 4.
down to 4. Thank you
Fire.
very much.
Yeah.
The Bile Sword is 6 attacks hitting on 2s. 1 miss. It's lethal hits, so there's 6 automatically wounds. And then it's Strength 8. Now Luke is down to Toughness 4, so I'm moving on 2s.
Nice.
But Luke, I rolled 2 1s.
So we're not looking at tons, are we? So AP2 down to 1, so 4 ups. We make 1. What's the damage?
D6.
Go for it. Roll a 2.
6.
Okay, you kill the wounded biker.
Okay, 1 biker is dead. Then we'll do the Bile Blade. That's 3 attacks, hitting on 2s. With lethal hits, so one of those becomes a lethal hit. Strength 6, so we're needing 3s this time. Or 2 more wounds, so 3 wounds in total, please, at AP -2.
4 ups again. Oh, it would kill another bike onto the plague bearers.
So 10 attacks for the Plague Bearers. They're hitting on 3s. Oh no, it's 20 attacks. Oh, I've got to do this again. Wounding on 3s. Oh my gosh. That's more satisfying. 8 wounds, please. AP minus nothing because of your armorless contempt.
So can we do it? 3 ups. Whoa! We almost.
Bike dead.
So it's going to be half the unit, well, just under half, and then a couple more wounds.
It is.
With the vicious rusted blades of the followers of Nurgle having slaughtered half of their brothers, the Raven Wing retaliates. A furious series of hits from the unit causes a significant number of wounds, but a combination of saves and feel no pain mitigates the damage slightly. The captain does admirably. Overall, it left 6 dissipating corpses of plague bearers. At the end of turn 1, the demons have come out aggressively in attempts to push up the board, with the warp rift continuing to swirl around them like a maelstrom, and more demons eager to appear. What will the Dark Angels do next?
Luke's brought his Deathwing Terminators in here, possibly to mop up some Plague Bearers or some Bloodletters. However, I rapid insertioned my horde of horses. Steel Behemoths, used to be called Juggernauts, now called Bone Crushers. Over here, the Raven Wing fell back. They used their captain's free CP, what's it called?
Yep, so he's used his rights of battle to be able to fall back and still shoot and charge, which is called Intractable. The Redemptor, he has moved forwards. Dan bringing in the Blood Crushers did give me some difficult decisions, because I would have liked to have both moments of them, but he brought them on afterwards, which was quite clever to stop me doing it. Dreadnought pretty much putting all its shooting just straight to the Great Unclean One.
The Dark Angels' army lines up the majority of the shooting at the vast bulk of the Great Unclean One. A tough target that must be taken down. Remembering their oaths to the Emperor, they unleash a torrent of firepower on the demon. The Redemptor's Gatling cannon and eliminators cause a number of devastating impacts. The Great Unclean One fails saves, but Luke's poor damage rolls and a 5+ feel no pain sees the Great Unclean One survive. The Gladiator adds its firepower, but its primary weapon is out of range. The Unclean One seems to have weathered the worst, despite a huge number of re-rolls. However, that Redemptor is mighty close.
So now we only really have little shots to do, so we're going to start with the Bikers, which is 8 shots and then into the Plague Bearers.
Yep.
Captain, another 2 hits. We need 5s. It's twin links. 8 more from the ATB.
This will probably work out well for you. The 4s, I think, yeah. So, dead. Not rapid fire.
Rapid fire, which is silly for me. It's actually awful. I've missed all but 2 times.
Oh wow. 4s to wound.
1 save.
I'm assuming that is 5 up. 1 dead.
Yeah. Then the assault cannon.
Oh,
That's what it is. I do wound you once though. You can assault cannon.
Oh.
Worst of points. Other than that, I've got one charge to make, which is the Dreadnought straight in, which if you're happy, we can fly straight into that.
I don't know. It looks like a long charge.
See?
Oh no! Oh no, he's dead! Oh, what a shame.
Basically over already.
Yeah, it looks bad, right?
Okay, right. So,
Tank shock.
tank shock in. So we're using a Redemptor Fist. So that's 12 attacks because it is a strength of 12 weapon.
4 mortals.
Yep.
5s. Whoa. 3 more wounds. Takes him 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's got 8 wounds left.
So we're going to swing the Redemptor Fist, 5 attacks. We hit on 3s. Strength 12, so 4s to wound you.
Yep. Ah, this is not good.
It's 3 wounds.
It's big. Oh no!
So it's 6 damage.
6 damage.
3 and 3.
Is it flat?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna live.
Oh, is it? Cool.
Not with much left though. Takes 5 more wounds. He's got 3 wounds left, Luke.
It's not bad for a tank.
That's very, very good. Yeah. It's interesting. He's tanked the whole army, to be fair, but he should go down while getting shot at by a whole army. So I'm moving on 5s. I rolled 3 more ones.
Fantastic.
So you have 1 wound, please. AP -2.
So 4.
Okay. It's D6 damage.
Cool. It's naturally -1.
Great. I rolled a 1.
So I take 1 damage.
You take 1 damage. Then my bile blades. I have 3 bile blades. I roll another 1. Oh, lethal hit. 1 wound. Got back my lethal hits for the other one. That's my bad. Wounds on 5. So 1 more wound, please. At AP -2.
1 wound up.
Yep.
The huge cloud of flies has saved the great unclean one, but it seems to have been a double-edged sword, as the Redemptor has avoided almost any damage in return. But the beast lives. As we move, Chaos Daemons turn 2, reality tears. Demons being to issue forth, and the ground begins to shake.
Okay. Back end of Corn Demons with a bit of naval support. Turn 2. I got a unit of Bloodletters back. They've deep striked in 9 inches away, and I've moved everything else in the world up because I'm going to need to kill some Terminators, or I'm not going to manage to push through to that objective. The huge unit of Bloodhounds left by Karnak had to sneak in. I've got a 9-inch charge to these guys here. They are their blood-packed target, so they get to re-roll. They've got lethal hits and stuff against that unit there.
Nice.
The Juggernauts, I'm going to call them Juggernauts, they're not Juggernauts. The Bone Crushers have got to kill a unit of Terminators, and we're just going to try and chop everything else up that we can. Most important charge first, I feel, is the Bloodthirster into the Redemptor. Needing 3 on the dice. It's an important roll.
Double 1. I could feel that.
Shut up. No.
Ah.
10.
Oh well, that's the big one out of the way.
Yeah, that's the important one out of the way. Yeah, do I want extra movement? I do. I'm going to turn him around for effect. Okay, nothing wrong with slicing up a Redemptor in the back.
Amazing shot of the Bloodthirster from the back.
It's
okay.
just thematic.
I'll let you off.
Okay. Right, we need a 9 on Karnak here. Charging in. I think he gets to give a reroll if I mess it up. I'm not going to need it on a 10.
Sounds pretty big.
Right, I'm going to put that there. We'll move them in a minute.
Said unit may overwatch, but I'll come back to it.
Yep. The Demonette. Oh, dear, why do I keep bone? Bloodletters.
You haven't got any DNS.
Into the. I think it's a terrible idea, but I'm going to do it.
Into the Knights.
Into the Knights. That goes in on 5. The Juggernauts and Bone Crushers needing not a good dice roll at all. Get an 8, and then if
really bad at saying Blood Crusher.
I know, Bone Crushers. And then if I can actually fit anyone in, I am also going to charge the Plague Bearers into the Knights as well. On a 4, they will fail.
Chaos have made many successful charges across the board. They're moved in and ready to kill. The dog's doing a lot of work, but the Blade Guard and the Chaplain have heroically intervened to try and save their Raven-winged brethren. Where are we starting, Dan?
With the Bloodthirster. Strength is 16, so 3s, I believe.
Yeah, freeze. Oh,
terrible.
wow.
Okay, the good news is it's AP -4.
sixes.
Yep.
On Mr. Dreadnought, need some sixes. We make one, 2 go through.
Very upsetting. The good news is it's 2d6 plus 4 damage.
Yep, so it's going to be 2d6 plus 3.
Oh dear. Or you take 6 wounds.
So I've taken 1 as well, so 7 taken total. I believe 3 left, maybe 4.
Yep.
Right, has he got any more attacks?
No, don't be silly.
Freeze.
You're hitting the ground clean one, I assume.
Yep, so you're still oafed.
Yep.
4s to lose. 3.
Oh no, I've already failed 2. I failed 3. 4 upfield, no pain now.
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9. 4 ups
Respectable.
needed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20. It is dead. I can't express how much I'm upset by that.
I'm going to live.
Oh dear me. Flesh Hounds of Corn. I've spent a CP, I think it's called Drought of Terror, to give the unit +1 AP, making them 2 attacks. Sorry, AP 2. The ground clean one made the bikes -1 toughness. They're 3 attacks each. Hitting on 2s, so +1 to hit from the bloodthirster. 3s.
12 saves, we're going to need 5s. That is, I see 1 6 down there.
That doesn't look good.
So that's 2 bikes down, leaving me 1 remaining bike.
Right, Karnak is going to use precision and bite the captain. 2s, 6 is auto wound. 3s, 6.
4 ups. We make 1.
4 damage on the captain.
Yep, so 5, 6, 7, 3 remaining because he has a relic shield, making him have 7 wounds.
The rest of the flesh hounds turn their knife-like fangs and steel-hard claws on the blade guard, killing 2 and wounding another.
In the middle next, I will start with Skull Taker. 6 attacks hitting on 2s. 6 wounds, needing 4s. 6 is
6, it's freeze. So 4 ups,
Oh,
2 go through.
and 3 mortals.
Once per battle, at any time, you may use a watcher, and when it dies, you gain feel no pain against mortals. It's once a game, and that once a game is now.
4. 6s are mortals.
4 dice at -2, using 4s.
That's 2, 4 damage.
4 damage, so 1 dead, 1 and 2.
Okay. And then 8 mortal wounds.
8.
And you save each of those on 4 ups.
Neither of us can roll 4s.
No, we're not done statistically well, have we? That's 5 more actual wounds that just carry on.
And he's got 1 left.
I've saved my favourite unit in the game at the moment till last.
The blood crushers.
The Blood Crushers. On a 4+, you suffer D3 mortal wounds. That's just for charging. 4, 3, 4, 5, 6 mortal wounds.
I don't know why I'm rolling. I don't have a watcher.
The Juggernaut's horns. They hit
Right. Why don't be starting with no horns, we're doing the big swings.
and they've got devastating wounds.
Doesn't hold you know.
That's why I took no. That's
Oh,
why
okay,
I took,
cool.
That's why I took my man. This is my happy time. Okay, give me my happy time. I did not get any force. Look at this. This is awful. Oh no. Oh no. That's how many hits I got off of loads. Right. I'm looking for 6s to be honest. I've got +1 to wound, so I'm moving on to 2s. I've got some mortals, Luke.
I'm toughness 5, so you're saying your strength.
I'm strength 6 and I'm
Nice.
+1 on the charge.
Oh, of course you're not a bloodletter. You're a bloodletter and a big horse.
Yeah, I'm a big horseman. So I've got +1 to wound because I got lance.
Cool.
So
Oh,
I'm
nice.
wounded on, I'm wounded on 2s.
3s.
Oh, only 1 went through. Hitting on 3s. Uh-oh.
Do you not have +1 to wound?
Not with only with the horses.
Okay, cool.
As always in Age of Sigmar, the horses are the most dangerous. 3 saves, AP -2 damage 2.
Yeah. Play the ball.
Bossed it. Right. Guess the boss will have to do it then. Skullmaster. Oh, it's called the Blade of Blood. That sounds good. Hitting on 2s. All hit. Strength 6. Wounded on 3s. Oh. 3 wounds. AP
Four.
-2.
4s.
Ah, bad news. Damage 3.
So Yeah, unit done. Just.
The Deathwing Knights refuse to give ground. Locking shields, they lash out with flail and mace, felling 5 of the bloodletters. Enraged, the chaplain leads his remaining brothers into the fray, cutting down all 10 of the remaining hounds, their bodies dissolving back into the warp, leaving just Karnak.
Karnak, in the shadows of the Bloodthirster's wings. Don't let us down, Karnak.
He's going to let you down. So he's swinging in with his relic blade. 2 to hit. He's all in. Strength 5 relic blade. He needs freeze.
Let him down. It's not let him down.
He might live though. It's 4 wounds.
4 up and vulnerable save. Come on, Karnak. Come on, Karnak. Oh, Karnak's dead.
6 damage total.
Karnak's rubbish. Stupid 3-headed duck.
Get slain.
Right, we've got endless carnage or something like that from the Bloodthirster. Last hope into the Redemptor. I need to roll 4s. I need 4 4s and 8 dice. Statistically,
You don't get it.
Shut up.
Not in this game.
1, 2, 3. Oh, it's on the spin. Oh, come on. What's going on? The Redemptor's on 1 wound.
At the end of the Chaos Daemons turn 2, the ozone is thickening with warp energy, promising the arrival of yet more demons. But with the great unclean one dead, and the Bloodthirster not killing the Redemptor, the Dark Angels still have every opportunity to hold the line effectively.
The Dreadnought has fallen back, and we've spent the CP to do intractable, so he may fall back, shoot, and charge.
With his 1 wound left.
Yep. And of course, the Bloodthirster is the 8th of moment target, so we don't really care that he's bracketed. Over here, the Deathwing Knights have fallen back, so they don't just die in combat with the Bloodletters fighting first. And here we have moved up, ready to take out yet another unit. Open fire, and we're going to start with the Dreadnought.
Once again, the Dark Angels' ranks form up, every gun pointed towards yet another great demon of chaos. In the shadows of the wings of the great beast, the Redemptor begins the salvo. Rents in the sarcophagus spit sparks, and fluids ooze from severed pipelines. The targeting systems must have been damaged, for only 3 wounds could be caused. This opening salvo was followed by the Gladiator Lancer, for the first time firing with all of its weapons, including its close-range multi-melters. These burn a deep wound into the demon's chest, in total, causing 9 wounds. Finally, it falls to the Eliminators. Despite the oaths to the Lion and the Emperor of Mankind, Vela's weaponry is not sufficient to overcome the beast hide and demonic shielding.
Traitors firing into Bloodletters.
We need freeze.
3 die.
I've got another 10 shots from the other squad of infiltrators doing the same thing.
Yep.
I was going to shoot the big boy, but I think the
I
Dreadnought
think you've got him.
can always spike a bit, can't it?
Okay, 3 dead. Because my last guy's got 4 up and vulnerable save. I'm going to do my free heroic intervention with my dogs. You're in. Where do you want to go first?
Well, with the Dreadnought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go on then.
5 attacks into the Bloodthirster. It's forced to hit now. But at the moment, 3 hits out of 5. I'm shot for 12.
3's to wound.
Roll up. 2 follow-ups.
Alright, I need a lucky day here. I've still got a CP left. A 4 would be nice.
Oh,
yes! He lives!
So the Dreadnought's dead.
Yep.
Because the Bloodthirster's either going to chomp him.
Yeah, something.
He doesn't know what.
Okay, so can we say the Bloodthirster killed him, please?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah.
Okay, that would make me feel happier. I feel like he should have been dead the first time.
The main guard are going to reroll 1s to hit. So we're hitting on freeze.
Just sergeants are lazy these days, they don't do as much as they used to.
Yeah, you get to reroll all of those, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a roll.
Does that just happen, does it?
Yep.
That's lovely, isn't it?
Much easier. So the chaplain's fighting attacks. Choose as well. So that is, so did I say 13?
I wasn't listening.
What's that say? 5. And yeah, 13 plus another 4.
Saves.
17. So it just sounded like a lot, but...
It did. Thanks for testing the dice.
Oh, sorry.
I appreciate it, the help.
How many more do you need?
So those. Right, 17, 5 ups. I've got this.
You might.
I don't have this. Right.
No.
Okay, I'm dead. Alright.
As the dust settles on the end of the Dark Angel's turn 3, the Bloodthirster's cry of victory echoes over the battlefield. While critically wounded, the Redemptor has fallen. The Dark Angels will no doubt face an onslaught of more demons. While the center, if strong, it will be for naught if the Bloodthirster reaches the main battle line and the Bone Crushers cannot be stopped.
Okay.
We are recording. We just have charges to be made because the Bloodthirster did not go down. He's also elected not to move him, so he doesn't get overwatched.
Correct. We're going to start here, this unit onto that. I need a 6. I need a 7 on the dice because of rules. I'm in on a 10. Right, then we're going to do the same with the blood letters. I got the name right at last. They're in as well into the playing card. Skull Taker is going in onto the Deathwing Knights. I need a 2. I'm rolling hot now. That's an 11. Right, that's a bit of wasted movement there. We'll nudge in now, shall we? And then the Plague Bearers need a 5, or they get it
On the dice,
on a
nice.
5. I'll double check it in a minute. I remember it to be a 5. It doesn't mean I'm 100% right.
Looks like a 5 to me.
And then the Bone Crushers going in onto the Infiltrators.
Blood Crushers.
So, isn't it? No. Well, yeah, it is a Blood Crusher. Right, I've got a 9 over there. So they're definitely in. And then the Wolves, Bloodhounds, are going to go into the Infiltrators on a 8. That goes in as well. Right, and I'm too scared to charge with the Bloodthirster. I don't want him to die. Alright, I got quite a bit of moving to do. 15 attacks in total. We hit on 3s. Oh no, we hit on 2s because of the Bloodthirster. Thank you, Mr. Bloodthirster, for being alive. Wounded on 3s because of strength 5. That's much better.
So we'll say it's 81, that is not a problem. We need 4s. Damage.
1.
Feel no pains. 1 dice.
Okay, we'll go with the blood letters next in the middle. You're going to Armour of Contempt for
Armour
1.
of Contempt for 1.
I'm going to give my Draft of Terror for +1 AP.
No, that'll trade. That's fine.
Yeah. Terrible. Strength 5, Toughness 4.
Toughness 4, yeah.
9 wounds on 3.
4 ups anyway.
Yep. Oh no.
That's terrible.
Making a big difference there was the Plague Bearers have got 20 attacks as well. 3s. But lethal hits.
Wow, nice.
I think the Juggernauts are the only unit that's had a chance of keeping the objective. Look guys. 6s are lethal hits. So I'm moving on 5s, aren't I?
Yeah, I'm toughness 5. 1, so 3 ups. It's enough to kill one.
And then the Skull Taker, who's actually a beast.
Who's
It's
this
on
man
2s.
alone?
Strength is 6, so moving on 3s. 6s are mortals. Your dude is dead.
How many mortals?
That's it, 3.
Not long for the while. Well, 3. So
Yeah. Oh, he's got 3 saves to make.
He's dead.
That was close. Right, Juggernauts.
Over here, I'm going to say don't worry about
Are
it.
we going to say they're toast?
They're definitely toast.
Yeah, they're probably toast.
I'll pick them up and remove them.
I think you've got 8 attacks back with your guys over here.
Bonk. You're on the objective. This is scary.
The ozone thickens with the stink of sulfur and blood as demonic iron and bronze crash through the defense lines. Armor is pierced and bone crushed beneath the bulk of the demons of Khorne. Defiantly, the Blade Guard cut down 7 bloodletters with contemptuous ease, but they are too distant to help defend the line. At the end of Demon's turn 3, the Dark Angels must retake their objective and slay the badly mauled Bloodthirster. It will fall to the captain of the Raven Wing to make his legend this day. As the essence of the warp begins to physically thicken, It plays havoc with electronic devices. The Lancer commander, praying to the Lion and the Emperor for guidance, gets a firm target lock on the Bloodthirster, banishing it once and for all from the mortal realm. Turning the remaining guns onto the Blood Crushers, he mercilessly guns down 2 of them, with the assistance of the remaining Raven Wing unit. In combat, the infiltrators continue to show what a Space Marine is made of, killing another Fleshhound with no loss in return. The chaplain defiantly stands, killing the remaining Bloodletters, but he now stands alone. The bodies of his men are strewn across the floor, hacked down by rusted blades. At the end of turn 4, it remains to be seen if the Dark Angels will be able to stop the stampede of the Blood Crushers.
The game is getting towards its end phase now. For the Blood Crushers, I'm just going to call them the name because Dan can't do it. For the life of him, he can't name these things Blood Crushers.
They should be called Juggernauts.
And he can't name Bloodletters anything other than Demonettes.
That's true.
Despite not owning any.
But they're pink. So, community question. We're not sure. We've decided to run with it. The Lancer overwatched and didn't do anything, but then we used the captain, or Luke used the captain's free stratagem to overwatch again. However, it says that overwatch can only be used once per turn. So we're genuinely not sure. We've let it slide, though, we're happy with it.
Yep, so the rights of battle also states it can affect the unit. You can use a stratagem even if it's already being used.
Yeah, so it's the debate of once per turn versus even used, so we're not sure. So the Blood Crushers are going to go into the bikes and the eliminators. I think on a 9 I've made it.
Yep, you're in.
And then I used a CP to be able to advance and charge with Skull Taker. So Skull Taker is going to go onto the eliminators. And he has rolled a 6.
Right, start rolling. Skull Taker into them.
Okay, Skull Taker into them. You are quite right, that would make so much sense. I think he's 5, hit on 2s, wounded on 3s. Uh-oh. That's pretty bad. I think he's got devastating wounds, and there's 3 wounds at AP minus, I believe, 2.
Oh.
Well,
I passed them all.
So 3 mortals.
You killed one.
One more attack. Hits. Wounds.
Do I pass the save? I don't.
No, 2 dead.
How much damage?
3.
Oh yeah, definitely 2 dead.
Right, Skull Crushers. I'm going to give him a different name every single time I can forever. You know what, I'm just going to put everything into the bikes, don't care. So let's start with the mortal wounds.
We'll see what the mortals do and we'll go from there.
Is there 6 left? Right.
Not
2 D3 mortal wounds, that's what happens for using rubbish dice. 3 mortal wounds, 8 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Doing 5. 3 wounds.
Minus.
2.
All go through. Damage.
2.
2, 4, 6. So you kill the ATB.
20 attacks from the Juggernauts. Hitting on 4s. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was a good 4 roll. 7. That was 20.
Awful.
2's to wound. Got 1 save to make.
I pass.
Okay, and then I've got my last dude. The Lord himself. Hopefully does something here.
See if he's in the right mood for it.
Well, yeah, I'm in trouble if he's not. Your captain's already wounded from earlier when
Yep, he's taken 4 out of his 7 wounds.
Karnak bit him. So 5 attacks hitting on 2s. Oh my dear Luke, it's not going well. 3s. 1 wound. AP minus 2.
I'm not sure I can die.
No, it's 3 damage. You can die.
I make my
Lift.
save. Well, I think not. Now it's my turn.
The Raven Wing captain weaves his bike between the Blood Crushers. Not a blade could find a purchase on him. Horn and blade are blisteringly close. He is still able to smash the skull of one of the Blood Crushers and wounds another. But the dazzling display of skill can only last for so long.
We did a really quick shooting phase. There's a bit of falling back and spending a strat. We failed to kill Skulltaker, who was alive on 1 wound, which is an issue, but we did blast this unit down. And we pistoled another dog to death.
Luke used the grenade strat and rolled 5 1s and 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
He did 1 mortal wound on Skulltaker.
Which is a massive shame. But with that being said, we've now got 6 attacks from the captain into the Blood Crushers. So we need 2s. I've rolled 4 1s, but luckily you're my open moment target.
Oh. So no! No!
But I do need 5s to wound you. So only 2.
I've decided after this game, I don't like Oath of Moment.
I need you to fail both.
Okay. I'm not going to. No!
Pass both. And to be honest,
That's it.
that's it. That is the game.
Yeah.
There is only one important role because the rest of the game doesn't matter.
Go on then, what's that?
Do we kill the?
Do you? Oh, yeah.
Right here.
You shot 2 with the pistols.
We've hit a lot.
The dog's dead.
It's 4 wounds.
The dog is dead. I'm going to roll that out of spite. Give me 4 dice. Right, this dog is living. I rolled 6 6s before the game. 5
He's
6s
gonna die.
before the game. This dog, 4 6s.
Oh,
Damn it! The
God,
dog's dead.
Do you want to spend a CP?
Yeah, roll it for me. Spite yourself. No! Dog's dead.
Okay, so Dark Angels win.
Really good throwdown. Really good game. Really enjoyed it. Anyone can get involved on the Patreon. Thanks for watching.
As the demonic incursion ends, the results are clear. The planet's defense has been weakened. Despite the best efforts of the Dark Angels, the Tyranids will find assimilation all the easier. This was a Narrative Crusades mission, brought to you as part of a global grand narrative that anyone can join today. A big thank you to all patron members. Anyone is able to join. Links are in the comments section, or join Discord and chat with members there. Thank you for listening. But remember, even the Emperor needs likes and subscribers on YouTube.